Hello Virgo, and welcome to my channel. My name is Maria Guyan and I am here to do your August reading for 2021. Now, this is a reading designed to uncover any business blocks you might be having this month, Virgo. So, are you ready to get cracking and see what your obstacles might be and how you can get over them? Okay then, let's get started. Oh, I'm so hot, Virgo, it's crazy. I live in Spain and the weather is just beyond, and I'm making this reading at 5 AM in the morning in an attempt to stay cool while I'm doing it. I can't put the fan on, can't put the aircon on because my mic picks it up and the noise is just appalling. So I'm having to do it when I don't need to put a fan on. Right, so let's get going with this reading. We'll start with a Work Your Light card from Rebecca Campbell. And this card is beautiful. This is about birthing a new age, birthing new creations and dreaming a new world into being. How beautiful. Because, you know, thoughts become things. I do believe that, and I think that if we visualise and we know where we're going in life, we can create what we want. And honestly, I think as a collective, we need to be dreaming a new world into being. And I do believe, like it or not, that women have the power to change the world. We make a lot of the decisions. You know, this is why men don't like us having power, because they know that they won't like the kind of things we do, because we like to share, we like to collaborate, we care for other people very deeply, and it's not all about making tons of money for us, is it? Well, maybe for some. But anyway, Virgo, for most of us, I don't think we're like that. I think, you know, we'd like to see the world change. We want to see it change for the planet's sake and for the sake of our children and our grandchildren, quite frankly. So let's start the main reading. In the present, what have we got? We've got the Five of Shells in reverse. This card represents change. It can be about regret. It can be about loneliness. It can also be about looking for opportunities. Sometimes we focus on things that we've lost rather than focusing on the things that have come out of it. This, I feel, in reverse, is about regaining hope. It's about a new beginning. It's about healing things from the past. It's about embracing lessons that you've learned from the past. There's a new bright beginning coming in. So, you know, sometimes reverse cards you think, oh, that's a bit of a challenge or a blockage going on there. In this particular case, it's not, because the Five of Shells can sometimes represent changes and things that we don't really want or don't appreciate. It can represent this regret and loneliness and things that we've lost in the past. You know, Firefly focuses here on the one shell in the dark and misses the four that are lit up behind him. But this is about you now focusing on healing. It's about you starting over. And again, in line with this birthing a new age, I think it's not just about birthing a new age on this planet. I think it's about birthing a new age for yourself here, Virgo. This is beautiful so far. So what's crossing you? We have the Ace of Feathers. This is about you making a mental breakthrough. It's about you finding clarity. It's about a new foundation. It's all about new starts here, Virgo. What is going on? It sounds amazing. I'd love to know in the comments below if you are starting a new business, or if you are starting a new project, or if you've completely transformed your business. Because what I noticed is over the last couple of months, June was quite stagnant. The energy around June stuff felt really stagnant, like people were stuck. They were feeling a bit miserable. They didn't really feel very happy in what they were doing. I think there were some people that started businesses as a result of the pandemic because they needed money. And, you know, maybe those businesses that they started weren't really exactly what they wanted down the line. Maybe things are, they've done some stuff now, and now the view of what the business needs to look like is clearer. So it could be that there's been a scrapping of some projects to allow the birth of new projects to come in. This Ace of Feathers is all about having a spark of an idea, but actually moving forward and taking action. The feathers are all about you taking action on something. So I feel like this is not really necessarily an obstacle here. Apart from, I would say, be careful not to overthink things. Your obstacle could be that your thoughts are a little bit clouded. about what you want. It could be that you know you need to birth something new, but you're not entirely sure how to move forward with it. It can be a little bit of a lack of clarity there. But, you know, I think you'll get there. I think you'll work it out. I think it'll become quite obvious. So, the root of your problem, what's going on in your subconscious mind? We've got the world, fulfillment and collaboration. This is about you coming full circle with something. It's about you feeling fulfilled. It's about reaching completion somewhere. I'll probably end up clarifying that, because this is about what's going on in your subconscious mind here, and it could be that in your subconscious mind you feel absolutely brilliant, that you feel like you've come full circle, that you have no blocks, no limiting beliefs going on with this. It could be true, but for some people it could be that the subconscious mind has got some other issues going on. It usually does. Subconscious mind's a tricky little bugger. What needs healing? In your distant past, we've got the Four of Shells. This is about grounding yourself before making choices. It's about soul searching and reevaluation. I will probably clarify that card as well, because I think that's an incomplete message. In the recent past, you've got the Queen of Crystals. This is a lovely card. This is a card all about prosperity. It's about nurturing. It's about being a working mum, contributing to the family. It's about feeling comfort, calmness. It's a brilliant card. So is it that over the last 3 to 6 months you've been feeling a bit of prosperity? You felt quite comfortable with what you've been doing. Now, your focus, your conscious focus, we've got the Sun in reverse. So this is again consciously focusing on achievement, on energy, on success, on fun and freedom. But it's in reverse, which again makes me think that there's doubt and confusion. That you could feel like your future is unclear. I'm getting the overall feeling here, Virgo, that you've been experiencing some prosperity and some success, and that is subconsciously what you feel you've achieved. So this is actually correct, the World card here. But you're unsure, because I feel that things have been going well, and sometimes there's that sort of element of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And you're worried that if you make these new transformations, perhaps the prosperity, the current prosperity and fun stuff will disappear. I've just got the message about don't rock the boat. You might be feeling like you shouldn't rock the boat. Let's carry on with the rest of the reading and see what comes up. We've got the near future, the Nine of Crystals here. She's in reverse again. She's normally about honing your craft. She's about security and abundance. She's generally about you achieving independence. Again, more comfort. Bit of luxury thrown in. But because she's in reverse, it's leading me to think that maybe you're overworking. That maybe you're impatient. Maybe you're feeling disappointment with the way things are. That maybe you'll end up in a situation where you don't want to be in it. Starting to become quite clear, isn't it? Whatever path you're on feels like it's comfortable, feels like it's doing all the right things, but it's actually in the long term not going to be the right thing. There needs to be a change and a transformation in order for you to achieve your dreams. Your external environment is the wheel. Change and possibilities. This is the Wheel of Fortune card. This is a turning point. This is about a new cycle, perhaps. Let's see what the rest of these cards are. Your hopes and fears, the Six of Acorns. This is about confidence, about leadership. It can be about public recognition. I absolutely love this card in a business reading because he's really lovely. He's about success and triumph. But in this particular space, with your hopes and fears, this could be that you are afraid of public recognition, that you are afraid to be successful, that maybe there's a wane in confidence for some of you. Maybe your enthusiasm is dipping. Maybe you're worried you'll not be able to keep it up, is something that I'm just being told. That you've started and you're building something quite successful, but you're worried that you won't be able to keep the pace going. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to some of you. And then the outcome, the projected outcome, is the Justice card, truth and clarity there. This is about balance, about cause and effect. Okay, Virgo, this is starting to become quite clear. This is starting to become quite clear now. I'm going to clarify this Four of Shells, though, and the World card. I feel like the rest of it's quite obvious. I think we've got this Five of Shells in reverse. This is a new start. This is also a new start. But it can be a clouded mind. Now, subconsciously, you know exactly what you should be doing. And quite often, what I find when it comes to business blocks is that the subconscious mind and the conscious mind are often in conflict. And I feel like in this reading, they're in conflict. Subconsciously, you feel quite happy, actually. You are fulfilling all your dreams. You have come full circle. You feel like you've achieved your goals. But I feel like these goals are not in alignment with who you actually really are. I feel like you're getting the money, the security, etc. But you're not getting it from something that you enjoy doing. Something that really fulfills you. You've gone down a route of following that security and abundance, but it's not making you feel happy, and you know you need to change this, but you're not sure how to change it. Your thoughts are a little bit unclear, and this pervading anxiety of, if it isn't broke, why should I fix it, is causing you this lack of clarity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Whoa, I've got jumpers. These really needed to come out. And now I've bumped my camera. I'm very good at that. Oh, goodness me. This is to clarify the Four of Shells. And it starts with the Nine of Swords, which is about self-empowerment, but it's also about anxiety, about worrying unnecessarily about things that may not have happened in the end. It's about the dark before the dawn. This is very much about sleepless nights, worrying about stuff, thinking that all these swords are going to fall and it's all going to collapse. And this is in relation to your childhood or distant past. This is something that's happened before to you. It was the dark before the dawn, but maybe you didn't realise it at the time. I've then got the Seven of Wands that's come out with that one, and that is about people challenging you, people wanting to bring you down, but it's in reverse there, which makes me wonder if that was just a worry, if it ever actually really happened, if it was, you know, you believed that people were going to rip you to bits. Then I've got the Ace of Cups, new ways of being creative. And then I've got the Seven of Cups in reverse. This is about choices and reevaluation, about doing what is right for you and not, you know, maybe what you think you should be doing. It represents lost dreams. There's a great deal of anxiety in these cards that I've got for clarification. And I wonder if this anxiety, this past stuff, is what's leading to this lack of clarity now. What Spirit is asking you in this reading here is, what is it in your business that truly fulfills you? Because I feel like there are massive aspects to your business that are not fulfilling you. And you need this new start. You need to make your business fulfilling. But you do not know how to go about it. You don't feel clear on how you're going to achieve that. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to you, because it's making sense to me that you've had a lot of worry and anxiety. You may have even lost your dream before. And as a result of that, yeah, for some of you, it's about a loss of dream. It's about you worrying that that is going to repeat itself again. That subconsciously you feel like everything's going really well. In the past, things have felt okay to start with, but then you've ended up with the weight of the world on your shoulders. You've ended up with a lot of anxiety, and people have either criticised you and brought you down, or you've had an intense fear of being criticised and brought down by trolls and haters. And as a result, you lost your dream. Now, it could be that trolls and haters actually did make you lose your dream. Who knows? It could be that you only feared them, and your fear of them actually lost you your dream. And now, because of the fact that you are doing quite well with what you're doing, you're anxious about where to go from here. The business makes you unhappy. I keep being told about somebody unlocking mobile phones. Something very similar to that. It's very lucrative, but it's not fulfilling. It's lonely, and it is just, it's helping people solve a problem for money, which is what business is all about, but it's not fulfilling for you. It could be that you set something up out of necessity because of the pandemic, but it isn't making you happy. But what Spirit is telling you is to learn from the past, learn your lessons, and use them to build something new. Now, there's no real need for you to just totally give up what you're doing if it's bringing you the security and abundance in that you need, but there's nothing to stop you building something else and testing the waters so that you might be able to wind it down and move into what it is that you really want to do. Because I feel like there's something else that you really want to do here. I'm going to look. Whoa. I'm going to look at the wheel. And I've got the Ace of Pentacles there, which is all about new financial opportunities, prosperity, manifestation. There's lots of opportunities around there for you in your environment. So I feel Spirit's telling you actually that moving into this new thing that is worrying you, that you're anxious about, don't be. Really don't be. Because there's a lot of prosperity coming out of it. I think it's what you were meant to do. You were meant to birth this new age. I wanted to clarify that, and I've got two major arcana cards for your hopes and fears. One is the Devil and one is the Lovers. And the Lovers is about choices. It's about choosing what you want to believe. It's about your values. It can be about your passion, about being in alignment again. But I think you're worrying. I think you're worrying that you are possibly being self-indulgent. I've got the Devil card here. What a great guy he is, look. I think you're worried that you're being self-indulgent in whatever it is that you want to do. And Spirit is saying, no, it's not self-indulgent. It's helpful to some other person. What you're doing will bring something wonderful into being. And that, there's a lot of people sometimes that will go, but my business is nothing to do with saving the planet. It's nothing to do with helping people. Maybe I'm an artist or I'm a fiction writer, and I don't feel like what I do brings any real change or value into the world. But that's not true, because you're offering people beauty, you're offering people an escape. Not everything should be about creating massive transformations for people. Sometimes it's just about bringing pleasure into somebody's life. And I feel like that's this Devil card is saying, don't worry about that. Your fear is that you are only indulging people's pleasures rather than doing anything useful, maybe. Or it could be that you feel like you're being self-indulgent in doing what you're doing. It could be that you've been raised with this attitude of, doing what you love is an indulgence. That it's a treat. That it's not something that you can have in your life on a daily, regular basis. Well, I'm here to tell you now that that's not true. That it is possible to build a business doing exactly what you love and what you believe in, and that it's okay to do it. Don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel guilty if your business is making something that is a luxury item, that indulges other people and brings them pleasure. Why would you feel bad about that? I do feel that for some of you this reading is definitely about a business that is, it served a purpose, it serves a purpose, but it does not fulfill you. And I want you to think now about how you could make the changes to your business that would make you feel fulfilled. And your outcome here is just discard this truth and clarity. I think the truth will be revealed to you that this was your true path all along. That, you know, this, whatever you've been doing is a means to an end, but it's not the be-all and end-all of everything, and you can let it go. Don't be afraid to let it go. So I'm going to finish this reading with a spirit animal card. This is Turtle Spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. Turtle is my animal guardian spirit. I love Turtle. I'm always happy and smiling when I see Turtle come out. Turtle can be about healing childhood wounds, just in case, you know, this thing is a deep trauma perhaps that's, you know, it's often difficult for me without being able to speak to you personally to understand some of the things that come out on the what needs healing side of this reading. But this could be an indicator of you needing to look at healing your inner child so that you can move forward with some clarity. But anyway, Turtle Spirit is here to remind you that slow and steady wins the race. That, you know, you don't have to do all this yesterday. And I do feel like this is a message with regards to whatever it is that's been working, that you can keep hold of what has been working and just replace it with your other passion project, shall we call it, until it's profitable, until you've worked out how to make it work. And nobody's saying just scrap everything and live in poverty and then start, you know. I mean, there's a lot of people who start very successful businesses as side hustles. You know, it's just something that they do to see if it works, to build it, and you can build it very slowly and keep doing whatever it is that brings you the money in. Even if it doesn't fulfill you, you'll feel more fulfilled, I think, if you start working on what makes you happy anyway. You know, even if it doesn't turn out to be a full-time thing right now, you'll still feel better for working towards something that you love and enjoy. So I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. I hope that this resonates with you. If it does, please leave me a comment. Please let me know what's going on in your business. What are you doing currently? And what would you love to do? Please share with us, because, you know, I would love to build a community of women that actually uplift and support each other and help each other to move forward, to birth this new age, you know, to dream a new world into being where there's collaboration, sharing, social support, instead of all this bitching and nastiness that happens all over the internet. So I'm going to leave it there. If you'd like a private reading with me, I am available. I do have limited availability though, so please do book now to avoid any sort of disappointment. My readings are intuitive coaching based readings, and I will help you to clarify what's going on in your business, to help you make decisions and to help you see what's coming up, and also to help you banish the blocks to your success so that you can manifest the kind of business that other people only ever dream of. So this is Maria Guyan signing out. Have a great month, Virgo, and I'll see you next time.